Hello guys, so now we will be doing flotation because we have finished up the relative density part that is required for class 8. Now we are doing flotation. The flotation that I will try to teach you right now, okay, that will be also important for class 9, okay, but I will keep my scope in class 8 only, okay. So first of all, to understand flotation, let us understand the case which we are going to study. If this is a liquid and a body is getting submerged over here like this, so you must have seen a piece of log of wood is floating in water like this, right? So in this case, see what are the forces that is acting on the body that you need to know, okay? So see, there are two forces that is acting on the body, two forces. One is this one, this is force of gravity, okay? That is basically nothing but mg. Mg means mass into gravitational force. Mg is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. Clearly visible guys, acceleration due to gravity, okay? And mass you can write, see, density rho is equal to mass by volume. So we can write mass is equal to volume into density. So V, if I write V rho like this, so I can write here V rho, and this acceleration due to gravity we denote as G. So this is volume of what? Volume of body. Okay. So we can write there is a force acting. So force downward, force downwards is acceleration due to gravitational force, which is VB rho g, or which is basically nothing but mass into acceleration due to gravity. There is another force which acts on it. Another force is there which also acts on it. What is that force? Now see, certain part of the body is submerged over here, not the total part of the body. So if you see, this is the total volume of the body, right, VB. But within this certain part is submerged. So this one we will call Vs. Okay. Clear? So see, certain part of the body is inside the water. Let's take water. Okay. Now as a force is acting downwards, a force that is named as upthrust is also acting upwards. Upthrust is a force which we will denote by U, or it is also called buoyant force. Buoyant force. This phenomenon is called buoyancy. Okay? Buoyant force. So this one we will write as U, or sometimes it is also written as FB because it is buoyant force. Clear? So this is equal to what? That also we need to know. So this one we will call as FB. So see, this upthrust is not due to the part of the body which is outside the water. Who is giving this upthrust? This upthrust is given by the water. So suppose I jump into water, what happens? Suppose I have a small bathtub in my bathroom. Okay? So when I immerse myself in that water, in that bathtub, some amount of water level rises around my side, right? It rises. ठीक है ना, घर में नहीं होगा तो होटल में जब जाते हो कहीं घूमने फूमने, तब भी तो आपको बाथटब मिलता होगा, तो तब देखते हम लोग क्या देखते हैं, वी सी दैट सम अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर लेवल इज राइजिंग इन द बाथटब. ठीक है. एंड ऑल्सो व्हेन वी just get inside the bathtub, we see that there is certain kind of force which is pushing me upwards, right? Certain kind of force is there which is pushing me upwards. That force is buoyant force, and that buoyant force, see, is due to the water that is pushing me, because that is why it is not able to push me, it is pushing the other side and rising up. Okay, clear? I am going into the water, water is trying to push me, can't push me, I am going down and my weight is very high, 80 kgs. So other part of the water is going high. right? Clear? So which part of my body is responsible for the upthrust? The part that is submerged, right? I will give you a small example. You do one thing. You take a small body, okay, say of 2 milliliter or 2 centimeter cube. There is certain water over here. So you put that into it. Okay? You will see certain amount of level is rising. What will be the level rise? Level rise will be equal to the volume of the body. So volume rise will be equal to volume of body. So in this case, what is happening? Whole body is inside the water, but in this case the whole body is not inside the water, only this part is inside the water, right? So this part means Vs, this is we call submerged volume. This we call submerged volume. Clear hai? Submerged volume. So submerged volume is inside the water. Okay. So due to this submerged volume, some amount of water is going to get displaced, right? What is the amount of water that is going to get displaced? Submerged volume. जितना वॉल्यूम अंदर जाएगा उतना वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर राइज करेगा. सिंपल है, ठीक है ना. तो अपथ्रस्ट इज ड्यू टू दैट वॉल्यूम, नथिंग एल्स. सो दैट इज VB रो B G. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर? So basically upthrust is nothing but mass of water displaced, mass of water or fluid displaced into G, nothing else. So this was what? Mass of body into G, gravitational force. Upthrust is mass of water displaced into G. Clear है? Now what is mass of water? जितना volume of water displaced हुआ उसका mass है ना. The amount of water that has been displaced, you have to calculate the mass of that. So amount of water displaced is equal to Vs, volume of water. So Vs into water has been, you have to calculate mass of water, not mass of the body. Clear? So while my water has come up, that water volume I know, I have to multiply with what density? Water's density to get mass of water. ठीक है जी, ठीक है. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट अपथ्रस्ट फॉर्मूला. ठीक है. वॉल्यूम इंटू रो ऑफ द लिक्विड इंटू G. ठीक है. नाउ सी, while we talk about two forces at this moment, one is upthrust definitely. See, while we talk about the force of gravity, we can understand the force of gravity is dependent on the whole body volume. So whole body volume basically acts at the center of the body, and the upthrust is dependent on the submerged body volume. So upthrust will be acting on the midpoint of the submerged part, this one, and mass gravitational will be acting somewhere here. This point where upthrust is acting is called B, that is called center of buoyancy. ठीक है. This point where gravitational force is acting is called G. It is called center of gravity. ठीक है. So that is all what you require in class 8 maximum to cover up the class 8 concepts in case of upthrust. Okay, that is all. Now we will take 3 cases. Case 1 is this one. There is a fluid, here is the body that is submerged. Okay, body is completely submerged. In this case the volume of the body, if you see here, the volume of the body is equal to the submerged part, right? So in this case center of buoyancy and center of gravity matches. Okay, this is upthrust, this is Fg. So the body has come down. What does this mean? This means Fg is more than U. Now when Fg is more than u, that what that basically means, Fg is nothing but Vb rho b g more than upthrust is Vs rho L, that is the liquid, into g. So g and g will cancel out, and we know very well that Vb and Vs are same because we have taken this total volume to same है ना जितना submerged है. So Vb and Vs also we can cancel out. So we can say that rho b is more than rho L. That is, density of the body is more than density of the liquid. So you have to understand mathematically. Okay, that's what we have done. When you know the formulas, you can understand mathematically, nothing else. Next is this one. Next case is case of flotation. Okay. Just floating, ठीक है, floats just below the surface of the liquid. Here also you can see the Fg and the U will be acting on the same point, G and B will coincide. So here we can say, because it is just floating, Fb is equal to Fg. So what is Fb? Fb is nothing but Vs rho Lg is equal to Vb rho b g. ठीक है. So here on we can see here Vs and Vb is still same because total part is submerged, so we can cancel it out. So rho L is equal to rho g. So if the density rho b, if the density of the body is same as the density of the liquid, then it will just float with its surface along with the surface of water. Clear? Next case is condition of half flotation, that is this one. ठीक है. So this is basically floating. Okay. So that was sinking, that was just floating, this is floating. So here will be here will be your upthrust point, ठीक है, and this is B, and suppose here will be G, so this will be your gravitational point, ठीक है. So here clearly Fg is less than, ठीक है, Fg is less than upthrust, that is why it is floating. When it is floating, that means the push is more than my weight, nothing else. So Fg is Vb rho b g, ठीक है, Fg is Vb rho b g, and what is upthrust at this moment? What is upthrust? Upthrust is nothing but mass of water into g. This one we know, upthrust is nothing but mass of water into g, ठीक है. So in this case it is completely different because here you are considering this Vb and rho b. Definitely this will be mass of water, means mass of water displaced. Now mass of water displaced means Vs rho L, ठीक है, g. G will cancel out. So here if you see, already volume of the body is more than volume of the submerged part. Clear? Volume of the submerged part is lesser, ठीक है ना, already, but this is more than this. If you can't understand it mathematically in class 8, but definitely we will understand in class 9. देखो, इसका सपोज करो 5 है, इसका है 3, ठीक है, क्लियर है. नाउ if I rho b, ठीक है, so if this is, suppose I'll take this one, so total value of this is less than total value of this, clear. So if, but we know volume of the body is more than volume of the submerged part, so definitely this has to be much lesser than this. So we can write rho b minus rho L because Vb is more than Vs. ठीक है. So this is the condition of flotation. It will float only when your density of the body is less than the density of the liquid. ठीक है. This one I am rubbing. Now we are going to see one practical application and we are going to understand this practical application in great detail. ठीक है. You will see this in your books. Iron nail sinks but iron ship floats. See, if you see your books, a superficial, I will say very superficial explanation in given even in class 9 book also. In class 9 book also, a very superficial explanation is given. ठीक है. Very superficial explanation given in class 9th book also. So let us check this. How do we answer this? So I have prepared a model answer for this. This can be taken care in all other applications also. So first of all, here is a ship which is in water, and here is a nail which is also in water. Clear? So what is law of flotation? What is law of flotation? Law of flotation is, we have already seen this, weight of body, the total weight of the body has to be, law of flotation is the total weight of the body has to be compensated by weight of water displaced. ठीक है. This has to be compensated. So we can write W body is equal to weight of water displaced means mass of water displaced into G. Mass of water displaced means volume of the displaced liquid ठीक है, into rho of liquid, ठीक है, into G. ठीक है. I don't want to make any mistakes, so because you should write this answer absolutely like this, then your concept will be crystal clear. Otherwise it is not. ऐसा ये पैराग्राफ लिख दिया बुक के जैसा, ऐसा तो नहीं चलेगा यार. ठीक है. ठीक है. क्लियर? Now what is volume of liquid displaced? Volume of liquid displaced is nothing but volume of submerged part. ठीक है ना? So in this case, see, for what happens, for a nail, ठीक है, for a nail you can write Vs is very small. Vs is actually the total volume is small. Vs is small. ठीक है. Write down, even after complete immersion into the liquid, it is not able to displace enough liquid. ठीक है. It is not able to displace enough liquid which will be equal to its weight, clear, full stop. Because rho nail is much more than rho water. ठीक है. वाटर में डूबो रहा है ना, वाटर. So that is why we can also, we have already seen this, we can write that weight of the body is more than Fb. ठीक है. Therefore weight of the body is more than Fb. Right? And after that write, hence iron nail sinks. Hence iron nail sinks. हो गया. So we now know why iron nail sinks. Now we will be doing why iron ship floats. ठीक है. So please write this. For a ship, number 1, it has lot of hollow space, it has lot of hollow space in a ship, right, making the overall density making the overall density small. ठीक है. नंबर 2 you write its volume is big. वॉल्यूम बहुत बड़ा होता है ना शिप का. ओके, डन. नेक्स्ट राइट, so even when a small part of it is submerged, the water displaced is huge. है ना. छोटा सा का सबमर्ज भी होगा, उसका इतना बड़ा वॉल्यूम है ना, बहुत सारा वाटर डिस्प्लेस हो जाएगा. हाँ, hence weight of water displaced becomes equal to the weight of submerged part of the body. Hence weight of water displaced becomes equal to weight of submerged part of the body even when a small part of it is submerged. ठीक है. Hence it floats. ठीक है. Because in case of ship there is a hollow space, so when there is a hollow space and it's big, so when it just falls into water, lot of water displaces, so that mass of water is huge which get displaced, and that mass of water is becomes a small amount of ship when gets immersed or falls into the water, then the mass of water that is displaced is so high it becomes equal to the total mass of the ship. So the total ship does not need to get immersed to get that much amount of water, and hence the iron ship floats. Unfortunately for the iron nail, it sinks. Okay guys, so this will be important. I know it is not like our offline classes, but still I have tried a lot to explain you the law of flotation, and so that you can write answers like this. So thank you guys. So after a long time, class 8 was fine. Thanks.